I was bopping.
I was bopping as well, mate, to be honest with you.
How's it going, guys? All four of you.
There we go. Shared the post. Good evening, everybody. How we doing tonight? How we doing? How is everyone?
How you doing, Kim?
Have we all got our Christmas trees up?
No.
We have.
This is the first year. This is the first year that I have not had my tree up on the last day of November, or my lights. I've ordered some new lights this year, so for outside.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Sarah Lou.
Have I come
Evening, Paul. Evening, Mr. Stenson. Evening, George. Politician's piss.
Politician's piss. I want to try some of that.
I
mean, I don't really want to try politician's piss, but I'd like to try the drink.
Oh, you'd like this one. Excuse me, boys and girls. I am eating cheese bites at the moment as well. Pardon my extreme arrogance and ignorance for eating in front of you all, but it's tea time. What can you do?
How's it going, Andy? How you doing? And shut up, Hodder. Don't you start, right? We were on time. It was the computer that was slow.
Sarah Lou's had air decorations up a week. Ooh. Now are we getting in the spirit, is there? No, not wrong at all.
I'm looking forward to it. I literally haven't had 2 seconds. That's actually coming up very, very clear.
Some of us can't bloody wait.
Mm-hmm. I'm just sharing, guys.
So, welcome to Monday night with the King of Vape and the Wheelchair Superman. Becoming our new regular slot.
Rants and
Bants. Oh, yes.
So we love ranting. As you know, we love it. Ranting is all about us.
I have been known to go on a rant.
Bants is all about us too.
Absolutely. Kim, don't worry. Just like our page a lot more and you'll get your top fan status back on. You'll always be a top fan. I don't care whether you've got a badge or not. Sarah Lou loves Christmas, especially with her little boy.
That could have went really well.
This year, yeah.
I just typed in Rants and Bants and it came up Rants and Babies.
Could be an omen.
It could be.
It won't be me, pal. It won't be me.
Are you sure?
I've done my bit for populating the bloody country, that is for sure.
There we go. Job's a good one.
State's got his top fan status back.
Yay, by time. Not spending enough time watching as you. Spending enough money, but not enough time.
George's tree has been up since October. Up in the fucking loft.
Has he not got one in his man cave?
Has he not got what?
Has he not got a tree in his man cave?
Oh, he will have before Christmas Day, don't worry. Excellent man cave, by the way. Excellent. Well, boys and girls, tonight, it's Rants and Bants night. This is going to become a regular feature of our Facebook Lives. Don't forget, we're also live on YouTube, so you can watch it on there as well if you prefer that.
Good, very good.
He didn't think I'd remember. He thought I forgot.
Brilliant.
I know I'm old. I know I'm 53 or whatever it is I am, and getting on a little bit and looking a little bit worn around the edges, but I hadn't bloody forgot. Tonight's topic for Rants and Bants. Tonight, we're going to kick off this new series of Monday Night Lives with a discussion, a talk, a chat, an exchange of ideas about the vaping community. The vaping community, vast community, is available on most social network platforms. I particularly really like Facebook. And King of Vape has been live on Facebook now since the shop opened years ago. And I enjoy it. And I got to learn an awful lot about the vape community from Facebook. But it has its good points and its bad points. Mostly good for me. I really enjoy the banter in the vape community. What do you guys think about Facebook? What do you think?
Great
platform?
get your tree up and start enjoying Christmas. We've all had bad times this year, one way or another, but our community is going to be a happy one this Christmas.
Don't worry, Kim. The Christmas feeling comes. It does come. And I know about having a bad year, but a shite one percent. But when Christmas comes, it's time to put the daft hat on, smile, make the kids happy, have sparkly lights, a cocktail or two, possibly a snowball, definitely a Bailey's. And things suddenly seem a lot better. Andrew says, some good people around apart from that Scottish twat.
Nice. Cheers for that. Andy, fuck you, always around almost. You are always around. I know. And Simon Riley says, wigwam, big chief.
Get well soon, Kim. We're thinking about you. Jake Vape's in the house. Jake Vape's, of course. Huge star of Facebook and other circles. We all love Jake. Well, most of us do. He's a lovely lad. Jake, tonight we are talking rants and bants, and tonight we're talking about the vaping community on social media platforms. I've had a little bit of positive to it. I know there's some negatives, but I quite enjoy Facebook. Madison says, hi, Owen.
Why do I get the feeling that your Madison is sending a message to me because she might want me to do her a really big favour?
Doesn't surprise me. Her phone hasn't come back on. So here we go into the rants mode. Madison's phone ended up in a bowl of water, otherwise known as the toilet. And now it doesn't work. So she's running to Uncle Owen and saying, please.
I only just fixed it when I was down for Expo.
Yeah, brand new screen.
I think, Cooper, in all fairness, I think we should let her wait until maybe February, March.
What, that quick?
I was trying to be nice, like.
Hi, George. George is a fellow Scot. George Barclay's a fellow Scot, mate. But I think he might be a Liverpool fan.
Eugene, what did Jake say? Eugene size or well?
Eugene size or well? Hey, Jake, listen. It's not how big it is; it's what you do with it. And Facebook is a massive platform. Mark Zuckerberg is a massive bellend.
Massive bellend.
Massive bellend. But what you do with it is the most important thing. And we have fun. You have fun. I've watched you, buggers. You have fun. Maddie says, you're funny, you. Yeah. Andy says, Facebook is okay. They just need to stop hammering businesses and banning people for petty crap. We're into rant mode. Boys and girls, you may be aware that over the past few weeks, funnily enough, since the launch of our juice, Team KOV has suffered several reports. People are reporting us. And all of us in some way or other have been on a little bit of a ban. Bastards, yeah. All of us somewhere or other have been on bans. Hodor's banned permanently, or almost, but he's back at the moment. Yeah. Even I got was it 3 days I got?
Yeah.
3 days for posting a picture in a Facebook group, in a vape group, a picture of vape in a vape group. There you go. A group I was invited to join, by the way. I got a 3-day ban for that because it breached community rules. Is that fair? Facebook, are you dipshits? I posted a picture of vape products on a vape community page, which I'd been invited to join.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a breach of community standards. How very strange.
I know. And I only posted a picture about our new juice range, just in case you didn't know, we've got a new juice range.
Have we not mentioned that?
No.
But go to kingofvape.co.uk, check out our page, our shop. The juice range is in there, available for £35 for the entire range, while stocks last. Dave Tankard says, I've been naughty again. Well, if you count posting a picture of vape juice on a Facebook page, a vaping community Facebook page, which I have been invited to join, if that's being naughty, mate, I am bad Santa. I'm loving it. Andrew Brian Lewis's Hodor's next rant is he's got to do the Facebook Live next week. Boys and girls, Please join us Please join us next Monday night, where myself, the vaping giant Hodor, and the Queen of Clouds, Hayley, will be taking on the Bush Vapor Trials. Oh yes, live for your enjoyment and yours only. We're going to be doing the Bush Vapor Trials. It's going to be great fun. Join us next Monday night for that. Hodor, you're going down.
And you might ask yourselves, why is the Wheelchair Superman not doing the trial? Well,
why is the Wheelchair Superman not doing the trial?
Medical grounds, and somebody has to keep control of what these guys are going to eat. So I have spent the day searching the length and the breadth of the country and of the world to find.
He's been to Sainsbury's
to find the most disgusting stuff I could possibly find for these guys to eat. And believe me, it's going to be very interesting. Let me tell you, boys,
I make a prediction.
Whoever comes last will get an even bigger forfeit.
I make a prediction here and now. The Bush Vaping Trials, there can only be one king of the jungle.
We'll see.
And it's me! I'm eating everything. It's not a problem. I'm slinging it all down. Ask Steve Cook. Ask Steve Cook how I fared on the 7-course meal we had on the boat in the harbour at San Blas in Tenerife. Nailed it. Octopus the lot. Nailed it. It better not be a bloody drunken hood, or you'll be cut off in your prime.
Correct.
Bloody drunk at 6 o'clock.
Also, I think some pages are very jealous of other vaping businesses, and they report them. That is 100% true, because we actually know exactly who it is reporting, but we're not going to say anything.
Nah.
But we know.
Leave them to it. Yes, some businesses do report other businesses, and that's the sad part of it, because we are all supposed to be the vaping community. And it's sad when some take exception to what others are doing. I've spent 4 years supporting small businesses up and down the country, all UK based, not overseas, all UK based. And it's sad when you do something and other people decide they're going to report you for it, because it might be a little bit of competition. Sad. Andrew Lewis, he got banned for 6 months for posting a video. I've seen your videos, Hodor, and I ban you permanently.
Yep, I would. He's going to get banned in a minute if he keeps going like.
He's talking about eating a mouse. He is not Freddie Star, boys and girls. He's not Ozzy Osbourne. He's not bit the head off a bat. But, you know, you've got to give him a little bit of leeway.
True. So we've got 12 in the room, guys. We want to know your opinions. What's your opinion on the online community and vaping?
Do you belong in any groups? Are you a member of lots of groups? Do you find friends in those groups? How is the interaction in those groups? Do you enjoy sharing hand checks and cloud checks and all the rest of it? What do you like about the vaping community on the internet? And conversely, what do you not like about the vaping community on the internet? That's what I'd like to know.
I would. And what do you like to win? What do you like to do? Do you like games? Do you like? Let us know everything you like and you don't like, and don't say that you don't like Cooper, or he'll fall down that loft, and that'll be it all over.
I've fallen down in better places than this loft. I fell asleep in a fountain in Hull City Centre once when I was 21.
Why?
When I was 21, that was great fun. Well, I fell in it and then fell asleep. I forgot where I was, and it wasn't a very high fountain, but yeah, what can you do sometimes? Paragon Street. It was a nice sleep.
Funny how Juice Magician never got reported. I know. We could have pointed the finger at you.
Not yet. You know what I mean? Wait while Hodor gets drunk later on. He'll be reporting us all.
What's your thought, guys? Give us a little share. Get some people in. If we get up to 20, we might do a little giveaway.
It might do. Have we got any group members in here? Have we got people who post regularly in Facebook groups? What do you think of those groups? Are you enjoying being a member of those groups? I get a lot of invites to groups. It's not possible for me to accept them all because I sometimes get a dozen or so a day, and I've joined a lot of groups and I'm in a lot of groups.
Is his face just frozen? Cooper's frozen. Frozen solid. Oh, he's back.
I disappeared for a minute then.
We're good, Kim. We're good. We missed you too. We haven't seen you much, but we're always here Friday, Saturday, Monday. And we were on yesterday as well. We done a massive 400 ticket tombola yesterday.
Yeah, that was great fun. We got almost £1,000 worth of stuff was won on the tombola yesterday. Absolutely brilliant fun. For those of you that won prizes, some have gone out today, some will go out during the week. They are coming from 2/3 different locations, so bear with us. You'll all get your stuff. It'll be like Christmas when it arrives for those of you big winners. Evening, Danielle. You're one of them. You're one of those big winners. Good evening, Nick.
Andy, save your money for the last weekend in January. That'll be the next big tombola.
Oh, Kim's been in and out of hospital. Her and her little man. And her partner's been horrible. Get rid of him. Get rid of him, Kim. There's another one out there for you. Don't worry about that. Lovely lasses like you. There's always somebody out there for you.
Mate, Cartman, we're doing good, Mum. We're doing good.
Jamie Fallywick's in the house. Good evening, Jamie.
Sarah Lou, can't wait to get the stuff. You have got a delivery winging its way. But we have it on good authority that Andy is to go through it and see if there's anything that he wants first before you get Andrew Brian Lewis. Hodder said, I hate a lot of groups, too many snowflakes reporting stuff. True.
Yeah, well, that does seem to be a bit of an issue of late, Hodor. You're absolutely right.
You did, Danielle. You got wins yesterday. Well done, well done. You done really good.
There you go. Hodor's single. Oh, God. I know the group of people you mean. Strangely, same thing happened to John and Jake. And a few others, that is. Bastards everywhere. You know, it is weird, Jake. You try and do something, you know, that's a bit of fun. You guys raising the bloody money you've raised for mine. How the hell can anybody report you? You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I just can't understand it. You know, even if they are jealous of what you do, jealous of your brand, jealous of your product, whatever it is, or they see you as competition, you're raising shitloads for mine. You know, God's sake, people. You know, show some humanity, some compassion. Let these guys get on and do it. Vape Studio doing a fantastic job raising some money for a very, very good cause. Leave them alone.
Jake, are you watching this, Jake? Keep your eye up in that corner a second. Keep your eye up there. You ready?
Oh, look at that.
See that? You see that?
Look at that. Look at that.
How good is that? How good is that?
That's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. We're liking that. We're liking that a lot. Oh, Jamie, Jamie, you missed out. You missed out great fun, mate. You missed out great fun. We had a 400 ticket King Bowler and prizes that were won totaled £1,000.
Easy time.
Some great prizes gone out.
Cause shit. It's very true. It's very true. I'm not going to say any names, but somebody we know bumped into somebody at Expo that we also know, and all the stuff that they had said, they shit themselves when they seen this person. So it is all keyboard warriors. All Alive was just doing the charity auctions, was reported as spam because there was 3 shares in one certain group. It's hard. It's hard with the shares because of the position we're in now. If everyone does a share, we try and tell them the same as what John and Jake do on there and stuff like that. Share it once at the start, once in the middle, one at the end, and it's fine. But when you start going into multiple groups, it's just a nightmare. And then if people, you put it in groups and the people don't like you as a business or whatever, they just complain about your post, report it.
Or they're not as handsome, classically handsome Santa as I am.
Well, maybe that might be the case. Maybe we should replace you.
I've got a brilliant idea. I've got an instant replacement here and ready.
Yeah.
The vaping Rudolph. Hey, hello, boys and girls. What you say, Rudolph? Yeah, that is him. The Scotch one in the dash that. Yeah, that's him, yeah. Get him to sing something by Slayer. So, that's the vaping Rudolph, boys and girls. Andy Lewis gets banned for sharing a weak joke. I've seen some of your jokes, pal. Jake said that was seamless, much better than John. So, evening H. There's another one. H from the Cloud Queen herself, from the Vaping Bears.
I'm just looking.
So what? Oh, bear with me.
Let me just go through some of these. Hodder, watch your mouth. We're under the watershed. You fucking idiot. Don't use the C word till after 9.
And even then, try not. Even then.
Simon's
looking to talk about Christmas now.
What?
It's watching these comments as they're coming in, boys and girls.
How you doing, Haley? Queen of Clouds, Daniela. It's good to see you all, guys. Honestly, you're in more and more of the lives all the time, and that's what we like to see. So, 13 in the room. Give it another share so you can get banned. Tell us what you think. What do you like watching?
Don't send me the joke. It's okay. It's okay. I can laugh without the joke. Sorry, Owen, did I butt in then? I do apologise. I'll butt back out.
What platform do you use the most, guys? Do you use Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube? What do you prefer? What do you like? What do you not like?
See, I struggle with Instagram. I really do. I've left that to Owen now, and if Vanessa's posting, I give them to my daughter, and she posts them for me. I struggle with Instagram. I can't really figure it out real well, but I do like Facebook.
That was good, Kim. That was good. It's freezing where I am. Sing me a song to warm me up. I might do a song tonight. I might. If I
let the dogs out. I'll let the dogs out.
If I had a microphone, I might be capable of doing a song tonight, but we don't know.
And as if by magic,
see how the throat.
It's almost like watching me to bed. I let the dogs out this morning at 5:45, and the oldest German Shepherd, Sasha, she come to the door, took one look at the frosty, frozen grass and ice on the decking, and said, "Nah, bugger that, Dad, I'll wait." So Haley uses Instagram and Facebook. Kim uses Facebook and Instagram. Hodor struggles with Instagram. Twitter is banned. Yeah, I've been banned on Twitter a lot.
Jamie, you can't go. Have a fry up. A fry up. Oh, do you know what I would do for a fry up? Jeez.
Mick says, "Can't you multitask?"
And Jamie,
he might be able to do. He
Jamie,
can. I can.
Jamie singing as a song. Andy's on Facebook and Instagram. Yep. Struggle with Instagram and Twitter as I'm banned from both. Jesus Christ. We're going to have words.
I've had several Twitter bans.
I use Facebook and Instagram, Kim says. Yeah, it seems can't you multitask? Our miniature dash hand refuses to go in. Yeah, it was funny this morning. Cooper was funny.
The two younger German Shepherds, the 2 3-year-old sisters, went straight out. They don't give a crap. Riley always goes straight out. He's our Stappy rescue dog.
I've got
Sasha
a really
just took one look at it and said, "No."
I've got a really good story about going to the toilet.
Are you trying to do a Hodor impersonation?
No, it's actually, I think it's funny.
Okay, then.
We were going up north for Christmas one year, and up north in winter, there is guaranteed there's going to be snow when you get past Abbey and all that stuff. So we're driving up the road, and due to the medication I'm on, when I need to go to the toilet, I need to go to the toilet. Like,
I'm diabetic, mate. I know that feeling.
So we're driving up the road in the snow, really bad snow. And we get, I'm not going to name the place just in case anyone's watching and remember who it was, but it was me. But we're going back a while. So we pulled into this cafe. There's only one. Shit, that narrows it down a bit. There's one on the motorway, which I'm not going to tell you is the A9. It's definitely not that one. I got out of the car and the snow was up to near my knees. And right there and then I thought, I'm not going to make the toilet.
Gotta go, you gotta go.
So I pulled them down and I projectile shot all over the car park. And because there was ice on top of the snow, it went right across. I was in absolute tatters. I was completely gone, like completely. She's in the car going, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?" I'm like, shit everywhere. Well, let me just say I never went back there for quite a long time. I was literally, you know when you're, I must have been 100 feet from the toilet. There's no way I was making the toilet. So I would have done the toilet, cleaned up well, but when I done it in the snow and it slid, I thought, oh no. That's what made me think this morning when you were saying about the dog wouldn't go out.
I get it now. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense now. That adds up. Moving swiftly on, which I think is probably wise. Yeah, Danielle's from Sweden. Are you Swedish? Oh, there you go.
Too much porn.
She's absolutely used to the cold. Danielle is so used to the cold, it's unbelievable. She can take it. Tough lasses from Sweden.
Twitter's got too much porn. I must have a look.
Oh, that's weird. I ain't seen a lot of porn on Twitter, but maybe I don't follow the people you do. Jake says it was only up to your knees because you was in your wheelchair.
True. It's true. I'm not. I wasn't mucky.
Terry's pup. Oh God.
In this story right now. Hey, it's got to come out one way or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You had to be there.
Yeah. It was awesome. Right, I've done it right in the Christmas spirit. That's what I've done.
Full of it, she just stayed and says. And Daniela is a Viking too, right, Daniela? We're all Vikings up north, though, lass. You know, that's where we descended from. They came across the water and we're the product of it, I'm afraid. This is what we turned out like, no bloody air. How can I be a true Viking with no air? You know, come on. It's actually the north of England. The north of England used to be called Dano.
Cooper, this is a secret that nobody knows.
Don't tell him then.
Morning, and he puts a skin cap on. He has actually got hair halfway down his back in dreadlocks, but it's all under that skin cap. Tell me, true story.
Look, I already drive the ladies wild, mate. If I looked any more like Bon Jovi, it would be dangerous for the public. It's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Agreed. I was just thinking, do you know, for the last few weeks, I've been thinking, he reminds me of somebody. Who the bloody hell is it? Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi, of course.
Oh, it's unmistakable.
How could it be anybody else?
Unmistakable.
Now that I've said it, everybody can see it.
It's true.
It is weird, though, because I've got one of them faces where people say, I know you from somewhere.
Andy Stanton said absolutely nothing. Can I build a wall from Oxford? You lot keep sending the cold down here. You're just a pussy down here, that's all.
What's Oxford? That must be south. I've never heard of it.
Oxford. Oh, fucking Oxford, is it?
Never heard of it. us northerners, there's bugger all south of Watford, pal. Now what going to see south of Watford? So God, I better read Hodor's before. That's a quote from the Kevin and Perry movie there from Hodor. Thank you. You can all read that. Andy Staten says Southern Fairy. I have sat to him. I have mentioned the fact that they all drink baby shampoo.
Evening, Chris. How you doing? Give us a share, mate. Give us a share. Rants and Bants. We're talking about the vaping online community. Let us know your thoughts. A brief rant. We're not ranting about.
Oh, I had a bit of a rant at the start there, Jake. You missed it, mate. We got on about Zuckerberg being a cockwomble and a bell end.
We're going to do a rant about briefs another day, Jake. I know that you sit in yours all the time, but it's going to look like shit. Oh, there. Somebody take his keyboard away. Hi, Haley. Chris.
Chris Dormouse in the house. Good evening, Chris.
We're having a good chat between each other.
Evening, Janet.
Janet, how you doing?
Tonight, our topic, Rants and Bants topic, is Facebook community on social media. We're talking about Facebook, we're talking about all social media, we're talking about Instagram and Twitter if you're on there, which I'm not. But we're talking about the Facebook community, good and bad. What are your thoughts? Are you in any groups? Do you enjoy being in the groups? Do you enjoy the lives that appear on Facebook? Not just us, because obviously you enjoy us, but all the other groups that do the lives. Do you enjoy the reviews? Do you enjoy the hand checks and the cloud checks and the endless games that get played on different groups? Do you enjoy those? Or do they get on your nerves? What do you think, boys and girls?
George said.
So here's a rant. Why does there seem to be a lot of people on Facebook start every sentence with "so"? George, mate, listen to me. About 7 or 8 years ago, I began a crusade to outlaw the use of the word "so" at the start of any sentence. Honestly, I did. I began a Twitter crusade. People who start sentences with the word "so" should be taken outside, hogtied, and whipped to within an inch of their lives. What does "so" mean at the start of a sentence? What does it mean? So. So my ass. I couldn't agree more with you, George. It's a northern thing.
Get back to work.
What is? Yeah, hopefully, H. Hopefully.
Oh, there's a rant for another day, Hodder.
It's not part of political broadcast, Hodor.
So what's happening? We're having a banter. So
it's Rants and Bants tonight.
What do you think about all the bastards on Facebook? Is that a better way to put it? What do you think about the really nice people, the fairies on Facebook? And what do you think of the fuckers? What do you think of the fairies? What do you think of the fuckers? What's your opinion?
Yeah, we'd like to know. We'd like to discuss it tonight. If anybody has any thoughts on the matter.
I would imagine everybody that's in here is probably in lots of other groups as well. Do you have any bad stories about any other groups or pages? We don't want to name and shame them, but if you want to tell us your story,
see you later, Danielle.
If it's bad, we will name and shame them. Fuck it. So guys. So very good, Daniela. Haley said, so what we banting about? So what's happening? And Daniela said, so guys, I'm going to have my tea now.
Arrest a lot of them. There should be something in criminal law that prevents that from happening. So, what do you guys think?
Get us up to 20. Somebody's going to win some juice.
Oh, we're at 16, so we've only got 4 more to go, and we've got a giveaway, boys and girls. Get us up to 20, and we've got a giveaway for somebody who's watching.
Let us know your story. Let us know your good stories, your bad stories. Who's been really good to you in groups? Who have you left? Anything. Tell us anything. Give us it all. Simon Burr is in the room. How you doing? I'm the same. Gary, when it's people start with no anyway or no but.
No, but the word no completely dismisses the relevance of another's argument. Why do that? Why dismiss that? All opinions, boys and girls, I'm here to tell you, all opinions are valid. Even the ridiculous ones, they're all valid. If you start a sentence with the word no, you are immediately dismissing that person's opinion. And that person has the right to their opinion just like you do.
That's right.
Mix in a lot of groups, but there's only a few that do decent live twat about that I watch regularly. Well, I'm pleased to say you're a regular viewer here, Mick. Thank you very much for that. I'll take that as a compliment.
And Haley said there's a thing called scrolling. If you don't like something, you can scroll past. It's very true, but people don't.
Yeah.
People don't.
Yeah.
Me personally, because of what we do, and Cooper only goes in certain groups or whatever, I go in as many groups as possible because I don't sleep at night. So I watch a lot of lives from all over the place to see what they're doing, see what they're offering, see what they're giving away, see what their attitude is on the screen, see what everything. I like just to check it all out. And there is some real boring lives. Real boring. And there's only maybe 2 in the room. Sometimes we've only got 2 in the room. But I think to myself, why? Why would you go on live and be miserable? You go on, you put a smile on your face and you'd make somebody's day or whatever. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But some of the stuff I go on to is brilliant. Some of it is absolutely brilliant. Normally after about 11 o'clock. After 11, the lives are pretty good. Like, see the ones between 9 and 11, sometimes they can be a bit dodgy. You get a couple of dodgy characters now and again on them ones. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Janet is agreeing with Haley about scrolling past. Yeah, absolutely, Janet. She's also agreeing with me that everyone is entitled to an opinion. It doesn't matter what it is. Couldn't agree more.
What I really meant there was that it was wrong to say that. Between 9 and 11, you can see John doing his very best on a cracking show. John,
and Jake's messing it up.
Be fantastic. And then there's another guy sits there just shouting and swearing and bawling and moaning and ripping his sack and doesn't wear clothes. But people might like that kind of thing if they do.
I have it on good authority that Jake wears socks to bed.
No way.
True.
Chris Holmes says too much drama and bitching. Andy says only look on a certain few more than others. Some are really mundane. That's very true. Jake says so many boring lives, so many old people trying to act young, so many not reading the comments and interacting. Then the flip side is some are banging. Now, let me just tell you something. I have to disagree completely. Some of the old people or older people are fucking brilliant. Not him. There is some people in their lives and they absolutely love what they're doing and they get slated all the time, and I think it's shit, absolute shit. But you are partly right. A lot of them are boring and stuff like that. People trying to act young, maybe, but is that such a wrong thing? Maybe it's the only thing they've got if they're stuck at home and they're older and anything else. Maybe they just go on so they can get a bit of company. And we've got to remember that, especially when we're using Mind as a platform that people can get help from. So I don't think it really does matter. But I know what you're talking about. There is some older people that just make it look ridiculous.
They can't all be as cool as me at this age. Simon Bear says that I'm trying to get banned from every Facebook book group so I can have a decent argument with myself. He's absolutely right.
That shouldn't take him long.
Empty room. I could argue in an empty room, pal. Not a problem at all. Janet says, confused Jake by asking about what? The iron?
Confused Jake.
It's a non-iron thing. A non-iron thing. I don't know what that is.
Don't know what that is either.
Jake agrees about the grannies.
Granny
Haley says we all have different tastes and like different reviews. That's very true. I've been doing reviews for 4.5 years, and I like doing reviews. I must admit, I do. My problem is that I generally do like every juice I try, apart from Aniseed or Heisenberg. I tend to find the good in everything.
I like them.
Yeah. I even dig Jake's Blackjack. And if you like Blackjack, you'll love it. I hate Blackjack, so I didn't.
Only that
I even didn't.
Juice The only juice that I don't like is blackjack. I never liked the sweets. I never liked.
Do you know what though? Heisenberg, blackjack, licorice flavors, they're brilliant sellers. People buy them in the droves. They really do.
Simon Riley, don't you dare call me old. Well, we never said that. We never said that.
Northern Ireland thing, yeah, of course. I got you now.
I think people, hang on. Haley says, we all have different tastes and like different reviewers. That's very true. Some people watch some and don't watch others. Some people try to be reviewers and they're not. Some people are really, really good at it. I think that's a personal preference thing, to be honest. But
Jay makes a good point though. Jay makes a good point there. So he thinks people should just be themselves. You can tell when people are being fake on camera. You can see it. You can see it. I must admit, I'm more a fan of reviews on YouTube, and there are certain people that do reviews on YouTube that I really, really like, and I've subscribed and I watch their reviews with a lot of interest, and I trust what they say. There are other people that are just so, oh God, what can I say? It's like they're not enjoying anything they're doing. You know, maybe that is the real person you're watching. I don't know, but it's hard work, and you do feel that they're trying to be something they're not. I know exactly what he's saying. Janet says non-iron is a Northern Ireland thing. I know exactly where you're coming from now, Janet. Absolutely spot on.
Disabled people, they may not get to see anyone other than family members. So on Facebook Live, we get talked to us. That's exactly what I was talking about. Statistically, I think, and I could be wrong here, and Jake might know the answer, but I think it's 80% or 80 point something percent of people that are on Facebook in vaping communities are either disabled, less abled, or have mental health issues. That's one of the reasons why we do stuff for Mind, and the same as why they do stuff for Mind. Because I think that's a big point. I think a lot of people, that is why they go on Facebook, because it's their only way to communicate to anybody. And that's really sad. It's really sad. It shouldn't be like that.
That's also a big plus for social media as well. It does give people a chance to interact with the outside world, which they didn't have previous to this. My wife has added, going to start my own group, Neglected KOV Wives, very soon to be divorced. I'm in trouble again. And Haley has agreed and said Simon Bear can join that one as well. So her husband's going to join.
Jake.
Janet actually makes a good point. This is another one where you get a lot of rants on Facebook about. She says some people just out for what they can get.
That's true. Free shit hunters. Very true. Very true.
A lot of the businesses do complain about people who are just out for what they can get. You do get that a lot on Facebook. Been in the industry now 4.5 years, and yes, you do, after a very small amount of time, realise who is just after juice and who genuinely wants to do reviews and get involved in what you do as a brand, as a company. But there's a lot of free shit hunters, and that is a big downside to Facebook. I absolutely agree. Hodor says, no, Kirsty, you've got to keep me. Nobody else wants me, woman.
Yeah, you've got to keep them. You've got to keep them.
Danny Sell, 2 question marks. Good evening, Danny. We're talking about social media and the Facebook community and the vaping community on Facebook and other social media. What's good about it? What's bad about it? That's what we're talking about tonight. And we are inviting you to tell us what you think.
So Jake says, yeah, when we started, the figure was over 75% of vapers. Now, isn't that crazy? Isn't that a crazy amount?
Big number. It's a big number.
It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Something to think about, guys. It really is. I'll send you a link to one later. You'll be sending no links to anybody. You fuck.
I must have missed Danny's first question. Sorry, I didn't get that.
It was just question.
He's obviously asked the question. I've not. I didn't see the first comment, Danny. Sorry.
I'm going back. Wouldn't mind a decent recommendation on a vape that I can use weed in.
You need an atomizer, mate. You need an atomizer.
You need a bong.
Janet says, like always, I was always told the best things in life aren't free. Some of the best things in life are free, but you usually end up paying one way or the other. And it ain't always in money. Yeah, needs an atomizer, mate. Send him a link to an atomizer site.
Oh, Jake said, I will watch any age, any area, any sex, any religion, anyone, but only real people. Fuck freaks. True, Jake, true. Chose a charity, and they will always have a special place in my life. VVS may start working with charities going forward, but always raise for mine. We also have briefly spoken about this. We will mainly be with mine, but there is a lot of other charities that could benefit from our help as well. So whether it's a new song every year that comes out for a different charity, whether it's either way, we will help with whatever we can, because the charities really need our help.
Yeah, I've got a big one that I want to support next year as well. Well, it's not a big one; it's a small one, but it's a big one to me.
Yeah.
Billy says should be give and take. Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, if you can't give it, you should be able to take it.
I like to give. Do you like to take, Cooper?
That's a very, very good question, one which I will answer privately.
I'm looking right at you. Oh dear. Suppose all online chats or forums stop people feeling so secluded and away from people. This is not the way I expected this to go tonight, but it is so true. It's so important within the community. It's probably the single biggest thing in the community, which makes me even more fucking angry why people will report people and all the rest of it. Because have you ever thought when you report somebody they can't get on Facebook or they can't do this or that, whatever, and they're on their own already? Surely there's a bit of a statistic in there for how many suicides there is as well. You've got to think before you go reporting people, complaining about people, whatever. Is it really worth pressing that button? Really? Unless it's something that's really nasty or bullying or harassment or anything like that. Why press the fucking button? Why do it?
Here's a question then. Has Facebook become synonymous with the snowflake generation?
I think so. What do you think, guys?
I mean, you know, we live in an age now where not just political correctness, but correctness in language, your choice of words, in the way you present yourself, is an issue for people. Has Facebook sort of mirrored and accentuated that, what they term
hey, Yasmin, how you doing?
The snowflake society?
We're good, thank you.
Hi, Yasmin.
Pete, what? What's he talking about? Oh, wait a minute. What's he talking about?
One of his mates, I presume. Hey, Pete.
Tell me you're not Pete. You're not a friend of Hodder.
Cool.
Tell us.
Cool second name. Any ear to listen to a problem is still an ear, which times halves people's problems, which sometimes aren't. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Danny. They say that a problem shared is a problem halved.
You know, sometimes, and I've said this a million times on lives, sometimes it just takes a minute of your time to stop and ask them. You might even see somebody in the street that's a bit, looks really sad. It takes 2 seconds to stop and just say, how you doing? You having a nice day? You don't have to say, is there anything wrong with you, you bastard?
You get arrested in London for being nice to people.
Just say hi. Just take a second.
They all think you're strange northerners and report you for being friendly in a public space.
Over 1 million suicides caused from social media. Very sad, very crazy. Somebody I know took their own life last week. The world has gone nuts, crazy. I don't understand it. Sometimes you can never, you just never know what's going on with people,
You know, when you post something on Facebook, do you guys think carefully about the words you use before you post it, or do you just? We know the your answer, Odo. We don't need to ask you. But do you think carefully? Do you choose your words because of the audience that might be watching? I know people that do. I have a bit of a problem with that. I tend to type what comes out of my gob. If it's in person, I tend to type the words that would come out of my gob, and that has landed me in trouble previously. Because I don't ever say anything deliberately, apart from to a couple of politicians, that you know, is intended to be insulting in any way. But sometimes I say things and I don't think before I say them, and that's landed me in bother. I've upset some people doing it, for which I apologise afterwards. But it was never intended to upset anyone. But is that another reflection of what's going on at present on social media? Should I be more careful? Should I not be me?
If you weren't you, Cooper, you would be somebody else.
Well, Jake is fully dressed tonight, which is comforting to know. But he chooses his words as well. Well, he uses it exactly the type the same as if he was in a pub. Yeah, so do I. But like I said, that has landed me in trouble.
It's hard to own up things to family members, so having somebody else to talk to is a good thing. I've shot myself away many, many times and say I'm okay, even if I'm not. Yasmin, I know that very, very, very well. When I became ill almost 10 years ago, I shot everybody away. My family, my friends, everybody around me got pushed away. I was only 3 months married at the time. I told my wife to leave me, but she stood by. She stood by, and the whole next year I was completely bedbound, and I didn't want anymore. Didn't want anything. But people pulled together, pulled me up. That's what friends are for, and everything's all good now. I mean, I'm ill, and I take a lot of medication, and you still have bad days, but the worst thing you can ever do is completely shut yourself away, even if it's just a message to somebody, or give mind a call. Just have a chat. If you ever feel alone, you phone the number. You can be feeling better in 5 minutes. It's not going to fix your world, but it might fix that moment of your life.
Danny says we should listen to a song called "Be More Kind" by Frank Turner. I've never heard that one. I will do. Yasmin has also had Facebook bans just through voicing an opinion. That shouldn't happen. That should not happen. I type anything, and if people don't like it, they can go do one from Hodor.
Jake, my famous tired, yeah, I know that one well. I know that one well. What's this? Hang on. Pete, I think sometimes people are too sensitive. Lots of hate on Facebook, which is disgusting, but that's the world we live in. I think that if you feel down or easily offended, Facebook isn't where you should be. That there's probably an argument both sides on that. I get what you're saying, but
I sort of agree with him, though.
Yeah, it's easy to be offended with a lot of stuff that goes on Facebook, but I don't think a lot of people mean it to be that way. There is nasty people there, don't get me wrong, real nasty, but I think some people pick other people up wrong. See, the point in the world today, when I was a kid, you went out and you spoke to people. You went out and you were out until the freaking lights came on. I was always coming in after the lights, because I was one of them. But
Rebel.
You were out, you were talking to people, you were having fun, breaking windows, doing whatever you were doing. I never done any of that. I was good. But you were socializing properly. The problem now is people are secluding themselves because they're staying in. They're on their computer, they're on Facebook. So all you see is what's on Facebook. I mean, Jerry McKayle's finished now. So you can't watch that anymore. So you have to watch Facebook. So we're the next best thing.
Probably better. George says he detests, with the greatest detestation, If that's a word, it probably is. People correcting people's spelling. Oh, God, yeah. Grammar police. Get a life. My woman says the mind is very strong and can be your worst enemy and just totally take over the person that you are going to be that day. Love you, woman.
I don't think that one's come up here for me yet.
No, that's here. Mick says if it wasn't for his wife, I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't be here. Now she has been through the mill with me and is my rock. Mick, I get that big time, pal. Oh, yeah. Big time. Pete would say typical Hodor. Mick says you're not alone. You're not, mate. Pete said agreed it's a two-way street, so he's agreeing with you. Now then, Yasmin says, yeah, I agree. I help others, even if I'm not well myself. I try to help people in need whenever I can. What a great attitude, Yasmin. Kirsty adds, I shut myself away when I'm too exhausted to fight my own mind. Sometimes it's the only way to give in and let my head take over, just to have a little bit of rest. Woman, you're never alone. I'm always there. But yeah, I know exactly what you're on about. Oh, exactly. Andy said he thinks the age of social media is killing people skills and communicating skills are lacking. Yep, you give us examples of that every day. Andy Staten said this day and age is a tech era and now publicly socializing. It's true. Jake's always there if you ever need a chat. He always is. Mark Thomas in the room. Good evening, Mark. Yasmin said it's scary going
point. Yeah, it's scary going out now with all the social media. It's scary going out now with all the crimes and attacks. That's very true as well. I would think though, I don't know nowadays if there's groups on at night and people go together to the groups and stuff like that. And crime's different everywhere you go. I mean, here we can leave our doors and car open all the time. Because if anyone wants to walk 2.5 miles to get to my house up the mountain, they can take the fucking car. But I know in heavy populated areas, and I know just the other day when I was speaking to Simon, something happened close to him the other day as well. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But there must be something as a community that we can do to find out information for people to see what there is that they can do in their area. I mean, look, everyone's on Facebook. If you type in to the search bar groups or meetings or whatever, you'll find something that's close to you. It might be worth a look. You live in the country. You could say I live in the country. You could say that. Sound correct. My new prosthetic foot has been fitted today.
Prosthetic.
The last comment is the official.
Danny Sell says, yeah, we'll what correct your spelling. Danny Sell says making friends and chatting face to face is good too. Yeah, it is, pal. You're absolutely right. I love it. I'm one of them weird people that I'd never like to be on my own anyway. I never do. I'm just not a loner at all. You know, like people just say, I just need an house to myself. I never do. Yeah. I like being around people. My woman says the government is trying to kill me at the moment and they nearly have succeeded. They won't win though, not this time. No, they won't, woman. That is a bloody fact. I know exactly what you mean.
They won't win.
They won't. Simon Riley wants to live in London. Why? Are you some kind of head case?
No, he says.
Why would anyone want to live in London?
I think what he meant was, you want to live in London because it's
me.
No, like never mind. See what you?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, oh yeah. You want to try living in London? Yeah, absolutely. I did for 18 months. Longest 18 months of my life. I'll tell you, bloody awful.
You know how we were saying about old people and technology just a while ago?
Okay.
London.
Rudolph's taking over.
Well, Andy, that's one of your most informative sentences yet. What an observation.
The thing is, the only people that like London are Londoners.
I make friends wherever I go because I'm a social butterfly.
I like that analogy, a social butterfly. I like that. Andy Staten says rhetorical question, and I think he spelt rhetorical correctly as well, George. You want to check your thesaurus?
I think he has. Thesaurus. Check your thesis.
Well, I can't just call it a dictionary, can I? I'm trying to be posh.
Yeah.
Me trying to be posh. Ooh, that'll be the day. Worked there enough to hate the place. I had 18 months in London, Andy, in the 80s. And I have to say, I hated every single day of it, mate. I hated it. Hated it with a passion. I just didn't like it at all. I did several months in Wandsworth, several months in Croydon, and a few weeks in Catford. And enough was enough. I moved to Southampton after that, which I loved.
Hodder.
Hodder's spelling it wrong deliberately. Jake went to London. He loved London. Went there once, got a free knife. Wedged in his back.
Nice.
Yeah, you get that on Facebook, mate.
Bit free shit. Yeah.
Free shit hunters is actually a topic worth exploring.
Yeah, definitely.
It really is. There is an epidemic of free shit hunting at the moment on Facebook.
Do you like that one?
Kirsty used to be a social butterfly, but now she's an annoying housefly. She said it. Yeah, there is an epidemic of Facebook hunters. What people have latched on to.
You better stay in that loft because you're in the shit. Prefer people to dogs. People are a no-no.
She meant the other way around. She prefers dogs to people.
That's not true. That's not true. I came to visit, and all was good.
She honestly does, though. She really does prefer dogs to people. I'll absolutely back her up on that as well, because, you know, she finds people very, very hard work. Whereas dogs, just be around them all day long, no problem at all. But being around people just drives her bloody barmy. But dogs, not a problem. Apart from Bella when she's been a demon. Oh, Bella can be a twat, mate. She really can be a twat. She has been the last few days.
Or Maddie when she's been a demon.
Bella can compete with Maddie, but not quite at the same level, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of areas, but a lot in central around Tottenham Court Road area. Can't stand it. Yeah, actually, Tottenham Court Road. It's great for a night out, but yeah, I know what you mean. Kes says prefer dogs to people. People are a nope. Yeah, that's very true. Your husband agrees.
If your missus kicks you out, you can't sleep on my sofa.
With how many dogs, Hodor? Precisely. Is there room for me and Smurfy on there? We talk about the terrorist pup a lot, which is Hodor's youngest dog. But Smurfy's gorgeous as well. He is gorgeous, no two ways about it. Simon says, I'm the same case all week, and with dogs, so much easier.
True.
Jake says, don't mind people that enter competitions, but hate free shit hunters, the ones that join a live for free shit and then book off to the next free shit and never interact unless it's giveaways. That's true. That's very true. You get that a lot. We once had a person win 200 mil and refuse to pay £4 postage. They win 200 mil, get it free, but wouldn't pay the postage for it. That's 200 mil, £4 for 200 mil. Come on. Oh, what's my worst example of free shit hunters? We had one lad that came into the shop when we were on Newland in Hull, that came in, and he felt persistence would get him somewhere. He was the single most annoying ass I've ever come across in my life. I'm the type of person that tries to be nice to everyone all the time. And I tried to be nice to him. I tried to explain to him we were just a small independent retail outlet, that we did most of our own reviews. And if we wanted reviews doing, we had a couple of people that did them independently for us, which we did. Mike Garthorpe, Craig Stewart, and others did the reviews for us, and they were brilliant. They came in the shop, they bought their stuff, and the way they went, they did some reviews, and they got some free stuff for doing it, which was great. But they always did the reviews. This guy, over a period of about 6 months, in the end, I told him to piss off and not come back. Never bought a thing, not a thing, not even a 50p bloody plastic drip tip, nothing. So that was actually in real life rather than on Facebook. In terms of Facebook, pal, I used to get
What was that?
A lot of messages from people. We join our group. We do this review. We do that review. All we need is this juice and that juice and the other juice. And by the way, can you send us a mod? Yeah, right.
I'm getting a big echo.
You look like Mickey Mouse when you sat back there because you've got two snapbacks for ears behind you. MICKEYMOUSE. Smurfy is 7 stone, big dumb idiot, scared of his own shadow, but a cracking lad. Yeah, but he's beautiful, Paul. Beautiful. I don't care if he's an idiot, he's beautiful. Andy Stents says, always pay your weight. You always do, kid. No question about that. See you later, Dan. Thanks for joining us, pal. Much appreciated. Please join us again on another live in the near future. You'll be very welcome, young man.
Do you know, talking about social media and talking about free shit hunters and talking about not just that, there's other businesses. I've just literally this minute been tagged by a company that does absolutely nothing to help us, and we do a lot to help them. And again, this is another thing: people tagging you and this, that on Instagram. But yet, if you tag them, they untag themselves. Makes no sense. You were all there to help each other.
Yeah, we've always had that ethos. Always had that ethos. What about Jake, you and Owen? Any runs? Jake, I'll leave him to the messages now, pal. I can't remember the last time I looked at a Facebook message. I just leave him to Owen now.
If anybody, it's easy to fish them out. If anybody is kind of playing along at that game, we just leave them. We've had a few that wanted us to send the auction prizes or whatever with a promise that they would pay the following week, and that's not going to happen. As you know, when an auction finishes, you pay when it finishes on completion of the auction, because sometimes we've got to go out and buy extras for that auction or whatever. We haven't got any money to throw away for people to pay you in a week or 2 weeks or whatever. We do.
We are not a licensed credit broker.
Yeah, we do try and help people where we can, but we have had a lot of messages from people saying, you know, I'm looking for a new mod, and then can I sort it out next week? Doesn't make any sense, especially the auctions though. If you win an auction, you pay it and you sort it and whatever. And by the way, I just realised I said that, and I did not mean that to you, Jake. That was ages ago. That just came into my head just now. I did not mean that at all. Other people.
Yeah, during the summer we got messed about by 2 or 3 people actually that won auctions and then just didn't pay, and then they disappear off the face of the earth. And it's not fair because somebody else could have won that auction. And what we always do is offer second refusal to the next highest bidder. Yeah. But we have had occasions where people have won stuff, bought stuff, and we've ordered stuff, we've laid the money out, and then they just disappear. And then you're stuck with something that inevitably you end up making a loss on, that's unfair. Yeah. We are trying to run a business. We don't make. Well, have we made any money yet? I don't think we have we? But you know, we are a business. The bottom line is we are a business.
If people only knew the truth.
Yasmin says, always bought her own stuff and done a couple of reviews in groups, but donated hardware and juices which don't use to groups or individuals who are in need of going through difficult times. Yeah, and it's sometimes, Yasmin, I totally agree. And we have sent out juice to people who are pleading poverty, only to see that juice later listed for sale in a different group. I fell victim to that several times in the early years. I'm now a little bit more careful, and I always try and find out the backstory before I send anything out. But I will help if I can, that's for sure. Hodo wants to pay in Kelly Wellies.
I know, Jake. I know it's all good, man. It's all good. It wasn't a dig or anything. I didn't mean like that. No, it's true though. It's true. What's the worst one you've had, Jake? I mean, postage is people. I don't get it. People know. You like postage. If we were to pay every postage that we sell an auction for, that we sell, send a prize for,
we'd be bankrupt. We'd be bankrupt.
It's not cheap to post. People, well, if you go on any site in the world, where are you going to get free postage from? You will always get postage added at the end. And everybody knows that, and everybody pays it. We all do, so everybody else should as well. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
I
mean, first class mail for a small parcel or a parcel of relatively lightweight, up to 2 kilograms, is £3.55. When you put on your envelope, which is usually a padded one, or your packaging and all the rest, your black wrap and the rest of it, your bubble wrap, you are exceeding £4 every single time you send something out, and you only charge £4. You know, so you're actually losing a few pennies on £4 every time you send something out. There's no doubt about that. So to win 200 ml of juice free, and then for someone to say, no, I'm not paying postage, that's just bizarre. Just bizarre, mate. Mick said, I'll be honest, years ago, I used to enter loads of competitions every week. Now I only enter the groups I follow most. Do you know, Mick, there's a lot of people that are serial competition enterers, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've got a friend who, not vape competitions, but other competitions, she enters loads. And do you know, she wins loads as well. And I take the piss out of her because every now and again, or every once, at least once a week, sometimes more, I've just won so and so from so and so. So I take the mickey out of it. Not wrong with that at all, actually. Everybody should enter all the competitions, especially if free. Enter the buggers. You might win something, and it's nice when you win something. Life's full of losses. Enter the bloody competitions and win stuff if you can. You know what I mean? I'd love it. I'd love it. I don't enter enough competitions, mate.
Well, said we had it on Saturday. A guy bought a fish from the page and expected free delivery. It cost us £18 to send it. Again, it's same thing. Same thing. Don't get it.
You win something. You win something. That something you've won is free. Pay the postage. Why complain about the postage? The stuff in the parcel is free. Crazy.
It's because people are fucking tight bastards. That's why.
Aye, we've got the biggest county in the UK full of them. Yorkshire. Yorkshire's finest, proudest tight buggers.
Cobra 6 said you all get free juice and we don't. We buy all the juice.
No, we don't get free juice.
We auction all the review juice.
We do get juice donated, absolutely. But we have to buy a shitload of juice. A shitload. So that isn't true at all.
We get help with juice and stuff, but we work together, and that we find that's the best way to do it. You work with each other, and that's how it works. But we get some free juice and stuff as well. We review it and then we give it away. We done it with the juice disorder juice, 15 bottles, and we done a load of giveaways with them and the coils and stuff. But it was still postage. Postage was needed for it because, you know, we weren't making anything out of it, but we weren't going to be out of pocket by somebody winning a prize. It's common sense.
We placed a 3-figure order for juice yesterday as well, mate. So, you know, we spent money on juice.
Yeah. I think
Mick says, I think I do need one of those, and if not, I'd rather someone else had it, but that's just my thinking. Yeah, I go with that, Mick. I'll go with that, totally. Hodor says it's all about teamwork. You see, that's the thing about the Facebook community, Hodor. It should be all about teamwork. It should be all about everyone battling for everybody else. There's a bigger fight. There's a bigger fight out there, and that's against the American Federation rulings. There's a bigger fight out there. You know, the vaping community in the UK tend to do things right, and we should stick together and not stab each other in the back and not fight amongst ourselves.
Here's another question for you guys.
Catch you later, Hitch.
I didn't realise, Haley, stay there a minute. I didn't realise until recently how many vapors are also gamers. What is the preferred platform? Is it PlayStation 4 or is it Xbox One?
Good question. I haven't a clue. Unfortunately, I had to join Gamers Anonymous, aged 25. I bought a PlayStation for one of my stepdaughter for Christmas, and when she went to bed, I became addicted and couldn't get off it. until I'd completed Sonic the Hedgehog. And I was awake for 3 weeks.
I get a game and I play it until it's finished because I don't sleep, so I do that. But I'm a PS4 guy. Anyone wants to add me on Facebook for an ass kicking on any game you can think of, because I've got them all. It is DJ Big O 777. You can find me on there. Call of Duty Zombies.
Let's have a look now. When the kids got games systems for Christmas as they were growing up, I told them, don't play them downstairs, girls, go play them upstairs in your bedroom, because if on them, I'd never get off them.
Yeah.
So I stay clear of gaming because that was my addiction as a young man. Simon's too old for games. You're never too old for games, Simon. Never too old. Just don't stay up for 3 weeks playing them. You get bugger all else done. Nintendo Switch, loves Mario. Oh, Nintendo. Nintendo was another one.
He's too busy for games as well. I have frequent conversations with Mr. Riley at 1 o'clock in the morning, a video call, and he's still working at 1 o'clock in the morning. I work a lot. Simon works like a fucking robot.
It does. That's very true. Do they call it a big O because you've got a big asshole?
On FIFA Saturday night, you want? Did you?
No worries, H. Catch him after this.
I never even seen it. Big O, is that because you got a big asshole? Pretty much, that's what it is, Jake. That's what it is. I used to do discos, and I was called DJ Big O. Because I was 8 stone heavier, I was a big dude. See you later, and need to chat in a bit. No probs. No time. I know. No time, Riley. That's what we should come calling him. Like, I think before we finish up, not saying that we're finishing up right now, but I think before we do my throat, we should maybe have a little bit one more light. What do you think?
Oh, I would agree. I couldn't agree more. I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
Back to front.
That one isn't.
Let's see. Guys, let's see all your hearts.
If I pick the right one up.
Fill the screen up. Let's see it. This is for mine. Let's see. Should have stayed where the signs I ignore. Can I help you not to hurt anymore? We saw brilliance when the world was asleep. There are things that we can have but can't keep. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out? Sky of a million stars. It flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. The reminders pull the floor from your feet. In the kitchen, one more chair than you need. And you should be. It's not fair. Just 'cause you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. They say, who cares if one more goes in the sky
of a million stars?
It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, how quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do.
Rudolph cares.
Who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, oh, quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do.
We do.
I do.
We care. No, we Rudolph.
Rudolph.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Rudolph cares as well.
Oh, very true, Jake. Very true. It's all about charity, family, unity, and being part of something bigger. It's very true. It's very true.
So there is a wonderful example of something very positive from Facebook. Vape Show and King of Vape for mind.
So, what are we saying, guys? What are we saying? 1 minute 22 in. We've not had anyone apart from Hodder. We've not had anyone using the C word. That's pretty good going. Had a few rants. Had a few bants. So what do you really think of Facebook, guys? What do you really fucking think? In fact, let's have a rant. What do you think? What do you all think about Mark fucking Zuckerberg? What do you think about him?
Bellend.
Bellend,
absolute bellend. I have one here prepared earlier, but it's obviously written the wrong way because it was for the camera and was on the other side. It says Mark Zuckerberg is a bellend, but anyway, I can't find it.
Wigwam.
The new rules, the new Facebook rules prevent the advertising of sales and websites and all the rest of it on Facebook, which is a little bit bizarre because Facebook is an advertising platform and they make billions from advertising. Yet the groups like ours can't use our website address, we can't advertise prices. And yet every day you troll through Facebook, you scroll through Facebook and you find ad after ad after ad after ad after ad for companies that are doing exactly that, but paying Facebook for it. Companies that invariably don't pay their fair share of tax in countries where they operate. Zuckerberg, that's you bellend. George says bellend billionaire. That's why he's a billionaire, George, because he doesn't pay his way.
True. How to get Cooper excited in one sentence. Zuckerberg.
Coombs says, oi, oi, Leeds versus Arsenal in the cup. Oh, great time to play Arsenal, pal. Come on, Leeds. Hodor says, let him in the live. Oh, God, that's a risk. Hodor, can you behave? Shall we give him 5 minutes?
remember, I can take you out at any point.
Let Hodor in. Come on, let's give him 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to introduce you to the giant vaping Hodor himself. If he can figure out how to use Messenger and click on the stream. Let's see if he can do it.
Let me just find it.
He's there somewhere. He's never far away. You are never far away from the giant vaping Hodor. Ladies and gents, this guy's 7'3" up. He's 8'6" across. He's the only man I know that literally has to get on his knees just to get through a door. He's a giant of a man with a giant heart. Checking out, guys, C-Word, Coronation Street. See you later, George. Yeah, the wife won't be watching at the moment because if the soaps are on, that's it. She's out of there. All right, babes. You all right? You've been talking to Lily?
Lily?
Who's Lily?
I said I need to talk to Owen.
Ellie?
No, just ignore me.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking to my youngest. Madison's now in the room. Say
hello,
Madison.
No.
Oh, yes.
Owen, there's a phone that needs fixing.
Do you know anyone that can do that?
Why have you got headphones in?
He said he's going to pencil you in sometime in February. I've got headphones in because otherwise we're getting echo from the thing, and it annoys me.
Why
And everyone else. Why don't what?
Why have you got that on the back?
Oh, it's for Christmas.
Right, guys, we have got.
Catch you later, Yasmin. Right, prepare yourselves, boys and girls. This is the giant vaping Hodor. Oh my word!
Good evening, guys.
Now then, Hodor.
How's it going?
You know, me, pal, it's always going well.
Oh yes. My biggest rant about Facebook.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg charging charities to advertise on Facebook.
I can't do it, you know.
I totally agree. And this rolls on from the point I was making earlier on. He will take money to put advertisements up on Facebook, but businesses on business pages like ours, we can't do that. We're not allowed to do that. You know, and even if you are raising money for charity, you can't do it. You have to pay Facebook to be able to do it.
It's corrupt and fucked up. Oh, sorry.
This is why Zuckerberg is a complete bell end.
Yes.
You are.
I apologise. I slipped out an F word then. Didn't mean to.
Well, we know you, Hodor, and you do try hard, but, you know, every now and again, it just comes out there. What are you vaping today, Hodor?
To be honest with you, I ain't been vaping much because I've got this chest infection and flu thing.
Oh, right, okay. How's the building work going at yours?
They've got all the bathroom out, but still got God knows how many more. All right, add me back in a couple of minutes, guys.
Yeah, okay, pal, no worries. He'll be back. Hodor's always back. He's never far. You're never far away from a Hodor.
They're currently putting a bathroom in for Hodor, and they are putting a new ceiling in space for him, so that he doesn't bang.
They've had to extend the roof. They've had to extend the roof just so he fits in the bathroom. That's for sure. There is no way he fits under a shower head at normal height. No way. That is not humanly or physically possible. The guy is a true giant.
There shouldn't be any feedback or echo, Jake. Sounds clear from here.
That might have been our Madison chatting on the way down the stairs.
Yeah, maybe. She's booked in though. March. We'll make it March.
And I've got my headphones in, so you shouldn't be getting any feedback from me.
No.
Can you see him? Can you see my little headphones? Yeah.
Seen him.
Got him. Sounds really good on headphones. Flavour Chasers currently got a watch party going. That should be fun. Where's Hodor disappeared? So it comes in, moans about Facebook, and then bugs off again.
He didn't have his headphones, and that might be what he's going to do.
Ah, Good point. Good point. That's where the feedback could have come from.
But you better hurry up. Up soon, guys.
Yep, we are indeed.
Just so you know, just for some info, we are live on YouTube. We have a YouTube back in a second. We have YouTube. It is King of Vape Online. It's got lives. It goes straight on there, so you can view them whenever you want. Make sure that you subscribe and click the bell for notifications. They'll be up here. If you're watching this on repeat, why were you not watching it live? But still, it's good to see you.
Good question. Good question.
See you. Hang on. Let's see if I'm seeing him down there sticking his finger up at me. Have you got headphones in, Hodder?
Hello.
Is he back? Is that without feedback?
You got headphones in?
No, can't find them.
Oh dear, we'll have to put up a little bit of feedback for a while from Hodder then.
Yeah, charities getting charged to advertise on Facebook is wrong.
Yeah. We agree entirely, Hodder. We agree entirely.
It is completely and utterly BS why they get charged when they help people.
What does BS mean?
I'm being good.
He's being good. I can hear the feedback as well now.
Brilliant. This is the longest I have ever spoken to him. I'm unloading and unleashing a whole dictionary of swear words you've never heard of before.
This it is true. Hodor knows more words than I've ever learned in my entire life. Boys and girls, if you also want to check out our YouTube channel, check out Hodor's reviews of our own juice. He went through the entire collection one morning for us and provided us some fantastic reviews. They're up there as well. Have a look at those, see what you think.
Yep, and I didn't swear at none of them either.
No, you didn't, pal. That's very, very true. I was quite surprised, I must say.
6 reviews and no BS's.
He did record them about 5,000 times each.
Yeah,
and we've got another Hodor review in the pipeline at the moment. He's also been reviewing Halo 66 lemon jizz and the Nick salts as well, which I particularly like. I have to say it's my favourite Nick salt.
Yeah, the lemon jizz is a hard one to keep a straight face on when I'm saying I've had lemon jizz on my tongue.
Yes, I agree entirely. It is difficult for you, but you managed it quite well.
20 milligram Nick salts on your tongue burns.
I don't like the strong milligrams, I must admit.
6 Nick salt reviews coming up as well on YouTube, so keep an eye out for that. All from Halo Vape 66. They're all fantastic. I've also just had some testers of what is to come, and they are absolutely fantastic flavors.
Yeah, the McLovin' It, shall we call it, one.
Yeah.
You know.
That was special.
I used that bottle within about 10 minutes.
I've not tried the McSprout flavour yet, but I'm looking forward to it for Christmas.
I thought it was tiny.
I don't know.
There's all nice new juices coming out as well from Halo Vape 66, which I also have some testers of. So
there's a lot of good stuff from Halo Vape coming from.
But you can buy our juice.
Don't encourage him.
kingofvape.co.uk. You can buy our juice on there. Let me tell you a secret. I still haven't removed the discount code.
What?
So using the discount code, which I will be removing, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Remind me, Christmas boxes. We will. I thought I better get them up on my screen. I've got 10,000 messages coming through at once. Hang on.
One of them, Owen, is a video from me.
Don't open the video. Don't open the video.
in the video.
This one is bad.
Discount code black one. If you use that discount code, you will get £10 off the full range of this. £10 off. That will be going tomorrow. The reason it will be going is from tomorrow, available on our website, we have 3 KOV Christmas boxes. Firstly, we have the KOV Christmas box at £25. In that box, you will get a 50ml from the King's Collection, a 50ml from Super Juice, and a mystery £25. For £40, you will get 2 50ml King's Collection, 2 50ml Super Juice, and a mystery pod, plus a mystery item.
And is it Juice London?
The granddaddy of them all, you get the full KOV Juice collection, sub-home kit, and festive extras for £60.
Bargain. Absolute bargain. That's full sub-home kit, the full KOV and Super Juice range, and some festive items for £60.
Now, see, the Super Juice versus if it's Super Juice or King's Juice,
Catch later, Jake,
you've got to have them all. You can't just have one range without the other. You've got to have both.
Yeah, you got
to. Simon. Cheers, pal.
For sure. Sorry, God.
Well, I think that's about us done, gents.
Yeah.
Yep, it's the longest I've been without swearing, so...
So fuck you all.
The beast.
So fuck you all and go blow yourself, bitch.
And Hunter's removed from the chat. Hunter, cheers for coming in. We'll catch you later on, Hunter.
Yeah, no worries, guys. Speak to you soon. Bye.
It is only us left. There is only one thing left to do. Make sure you check out Facebook. Make sure you check out the YouTube.
Cheers, Mick.
On Instagram, sure you check that out. And that being said, it has been a very interesting evening. Next week we aim, but we will also have the Bush Vapor Trials, where all these guys will be eating whatever I give them.
No problem.
Before that, we have Friday night KOV party. We have got Hayley Burr coming in for a chat on Friday night. On Saturday, the King of Vape game show will be live and the casino will be open. And we're hoping that we're going to give you some real nice prizes.
So, a new wheel, by the way. We've got a new wheel coming.
A new wheel. So until we see you on Friday, because that is as till Friday, keep an eye on the Facebook, keep an eye coming up on the prizes and everything else coming up. Keep your eyes open. But it is, at this moment, good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Just tell them, Cooper. Just tell them, have a rant. Have a rant and tell them what they have to do.
People, leave this live, go away and vape yourself.